The third of our student speakers is Shaun Abrams. He's one of our DDS PhD candidates. He won the Hinman Award for Clinical Science Research, and he also won the 2014 Hellman Discovery Fellowship. So, Shaun, over to you.
Thank you so much for that really wonderful introduction. I hope I can kind of live up to that. So my name is Shaun Abrams. I'm a fourth year DDS PhD student. So I'm in my fourth year of my PhD, and I'll be starting my DDS training next fall. So before I tell you about what an amazing experience I've been having at UCSF and what being a Chancellor Scholar has meant to me, I thought I'd start by telling you a little bit about my journey of how I got here. And similar to most of the students here, I'm pretty certain that similar to most of you guys, it's been really a journey that's been, paved due to having amazing mentors and role models in my life. And my parents are the first two that I'd like to mention. So I'm first generation American. So my parents both came here from Guyana, a small country in South America, in 1980. Poor. They were the first in their family to go to college. I remember my mom and dad both went to community college and then transferred to four-year college. Then my dad proceeded to go on to get not one, but two MBAs. And I remember that very vividly because this was back in 2000 and his typing skills were extremely limited. So I was in high school and I remember him waking me up every night to type up his papers for his MBA. And that really, instilled into me, really the value of hard work. Because, he was going to school to advance his education so that I could have a better life. And it was really amazing to be able to go through that process with him. My mother also, after going to community college and then four-year college, went to dental school. And I remember vividly, I was 6 years old, and I'll never forget her purple and black gown and watching her walk across that stage when she got her dental degree from NYU. And that was kind of one of the really amazing moments I always cherish from my childhood, is watching and feeling how extremely proud I was of my mom at that moment. So dentistry was kind of always in me. I remember just bouncing around, always running around the dental office, working with my mom in undergrad. But the idea, or even the opportunity to do a DDS PhD, was something I didn't see, but something that great mentors that I had in undergrad saw in me. And it was actually the dean of my college who pitched the idea that, instead of going straight to dental school, why don't you just try research for a year? I've seen how you, really come alive in my upper division bio class, molecular biology, and he said, just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it, but just try research, and dental school will be there waiting for you. So I ventured off into Johns Hopkins University to do a post-bac research fellowship and fell in love with research there. I remember, despite going through numerous failed experiments, that moment of finally getting something to work and being the first in the lab to see that and just being so excited to go to my boss the next day to tell him what I had found. And that spark that was lit in me at Hopkins really pushed me to really explore, what dental research really looks like what opportunities really are there in dentistry and dental research. And from there, I went on to the National Institute of Dental and Craniofacial Research, which, being someone who's really engaged and loves science, is really being like a kid in a candy store when you're in a place like that, when you have so many amazing PIs doing amazing research in the field of dentistry. So that it was really the defining moment that really made me, say yes. I could not see myself, not having a career in research. So when the decision came as to where I would do my training, I remember having a really, really tough decision. I remember deciding between UCSF and another school, which I won't name, Michigan. And I remember Dean Featherstone calling me And really, he would not take no for an answer. And speaking with my mentors, I could see why I would be a fool not to come here. This is to be a graduate student at a place like UCSF is really an amazing thing, to be able to train with Nobel laureates, to be able to train with amazing graduate students. It's just really such an enriching environment to learn how to do science and to really, gain my research chops here. So it really was a no-brainer when it came to coming to UCSF. What having this scholarship has meant to me, it's really allowed me the option of having a career as a clinician scientist be a feasible one. So I've realized, people who go into clinical research and academic dentistry, you don't go into it for a big paycheck. You go into it because you're following your passion. You are really passionate about discovery. You're really passionate about science. And having this scholarship really allows me to just go for it and be innovative, go for, really challenging experiments, building collaborations across UCSF. It's allowed me to just focus on pushing my research forward and just allowing my creativity and my imagination be the only thing that can limit me here at UCSF. So after I leave here, so I haven't even started my dental training, so I'm sure that will really help form what I want to do after I leave UCSF. But I do know at this point that I know that a career with a research focus is definitely going to be integral to my future career plans. So I'm excited to see where dental school will kind of meld with that to hopefully allow me to kind of bridge that gap between what the clinical needs are in the clinic and then being able to go to the bench and hopefully make that possible. Thank you.